Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. It's our Tuesday phenomenon, something like a phenomenon. You might hear that later. Tuesday night flight. I am the Midnight Rider. He is the big guy, KG. I hope you guys are just tuning in because you just finished watching the fellas on the other side of the network, Flying Brian, Lee Ice. They did a great show, had a great topic. I saw KG. I think you jumped in late. I jumped in late with them because they were talking about some things. Man, it's a beautiful thing, beautiful time. All the love from all the guys on the network. Uh, Great topic. Top wide receivers for each team. Sparked a great conversation. There were some names that were being thrown out there. Lee Ice. Look like you and Lee Ice should do a old school best wide receiver from every team. Because he was dropping some names, some gems. Otis Taylor got dropped. So I know you'd appreciate that.
Yep.
But this is the Tuesday night flight. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover both brackets, men's and the women's, the Sunday games that we didn't get to cover because we went on at 11 a.m. We're going to do a little talking baseball with KG real quick. And then the coup de grace, the crescendo of the night. It's if you were a baseball player and you had to make 4 songs be your walk-up music, what would those 4 songs be? You're welcome to jump in the comments. If you're on the network, you're welcome to jump in with us. We can send you the link. But your 4 walk-up songs, and we do this in lieu of opening day being tomorrow on Netflix. The Yankees play the San Francisco Giants in San Francisco on Netflix. So that's one more device you got to add for watching baseball. If you have T-Mobile, make sure you sign up for MLB TV. It's free going through your Tuesday. What is it? T-Mobile Tuesdays. You can go in
I
there
think that's what it is.
and you can redeem the coupon and you'll get that. And with that option, one thing we can do for that is when it comes to the baseball games, if you are a what's the word I'm looking for? If you're big on baseball, you're a baseball aficionado. You like seeing the young guys, the prospects, and all that. MLB TV used to have a function where you could watch the Harrisburg Senators, the Rochester, whatever they are for the Nats AAA, and you could watch the Potomac team. So there's options on it. So just check that out. And on that technical
Oh, my bad.
on that technical note, we might have to get B and them to sign out because I know they're sitting in whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay.
All right, let me edit this. All right, my bad. We was having a little technical difficulty there on Facebook.
All right. So with that being said, I think I covered everything that we're going to cover and try to get to. So with that being said, I'm the Midnight Rider. He's the big guy, KG. The big guy, KG, is the host of the show. So I'm going to let him take it away as we get this thing going. We get this party started right, and we'll even get the party started quickly.
Well, thank you for that rousing introduction there, Midnight Rider. I guess we're gonna set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. Man, first and foremost, how you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm good, man. Keep telling you, man. Sometimes, some days that light got to come on to rejuvenate, get the blood going, get the oil running through the engine. So, let's go.
Which, all right. Let's start with the March Madness update.
Let's go. We going guys, or we going with the ladies first?
Let's go with the ladies first. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
All right.
Little Queen Latifah Moni love there for those that are uninitiated. Let's go full screen with that. Little little tiny, but it's there. Come on. So we came into this. What are we in? We going into the Sweet 16 for the women too. Did you watch the press conference after the Syracuse game with the Syracuse head coach?
I knew this was coming up because I saw
I was wondering. I was like, where does it come from? I mean, are they upset that they had to play in UConn? Is that where we're having a problem at?
I think the problem isn't the fact that they played UConn. I think the problem is they consistently get put in the same bracket with UConn and have to face UConn to get to the next level, to the Sweet 16. And it's just like it's a daunting task, and it's frustrating because you feel like, I mean, I got the coach's point. And see, what people always, the coach wasn't really crying, even though she had tears. The coach was politicking. The one thing the NCAA always does is these coaches politic. Just like Bruce Pearl, if you remember earlier in the thing, he was talking about how Miami of Ohio wasn't worthy of being put in the tournament and all this other stuff. And she always got a politic for your group. You know, I think what we had during the college football, Nick Saban was talking about how if a team plays in their conference championship game and lose, they shouldn't have to pay for losing in the conference championship game, which I think they're going to die off in the next 2 to 3 years, if not sooner. But that's another story for later on.
Wait, when you say die off, are you talking about the conference championship games?
For the NCAA football?
Okay.
Yeah, you won't have the Big Ten championship game. You won't have that anymore. It's a pointless game because it's already cost. Well, I mean, it didn't cost Alabama because Nick Saban had done the groundwork for them to begin with 3 losses, but it's cost some teams in the past of getting into the mix. So I think this is a place where I think they'll just go with the conference champs, and then maybe the best ranked teams, and that's how we'll move forward going forward in college football.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm not in the conference, so I got no leg to stand on. So
you don't like change, so you're not going to like it right away. I'm going to talk you off the ledge, and then when you see it happen, it'll be better because it'll make the conferences mean more. That's all.
Okay. We'll start with Sunday. UNC beat Maryland 4-5, 74-66. Brenda Freeze is making the rounds on social media with her inspiring coaching rant that is where she was bigging up her player and told her straight up, I need you to lock in. I need you right now. I can't play this moment. This is your moment right now. Brenda Freeze made my list with that. She didn't have me taping up my ankle. She had me pulling my shorts out the closet, compression pants, figuring out which shoes I was putting on. I'm going to play for Brenda Freeze. Like,
but I think on our preview, I told you she's one of my coaches. That if I had a daughter that played hoops, we'd have to fight for her to go somewhere else. Because I'd want to go to play for Brenda, man. I mean, that confrontation alone shows you the passion and the love that she had for her player. And just, hey, can you just, I don't know what you got in there, but I need all of whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
I need that right now. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's not promised, and yesterday's already happened. What I need is right now.
It finds its way in every show. I love it. Michigan beat NC State 92-63. Minnesota squeaked by Ole Miss 65-63. LSU destroyed Texas Tech 101-47.
There was a nice moment there.
Huh?
I said there was a nice moment in that one Your
Yes.
girl Flujal or Fluje, whatever you saw.
Flage.
Flage, okay. You say Flage, I say Strange, whatever.
I'm not even going to do it because I was going to do it.
Oh man, but no, I think they had a nice moment. I think that's the beautiful part about this tournament and these tournaments is the closer you get towards the end of it, and some of these seniors realize their mortality, maybe even some of the freshmen realize their mortality. I think it becomes a special moment between the coach and the player. I think you see where the player and the coach have that bond, and that's, I mean, we're not gonna have the crazy upsets, but I think we're still gonna have these genuine moments where there's this respect and this homage being paid to the coach or being paid to the player.
Agreed. And she checked out of her last game in that arena, and the tears that flowed uh were genuine tears, and it's just like, damn. But she's going to the next level. She's gonna be one of those ones at the next level. So uh next up you had Duke crushed Baylor by 23, 69-46. Texas 100, Oregon 58. A lot of blowouts there. Oklahoma beat Michigan State 77-71, and a team that you said look out for, TCU beats Washington 62-59 in OT. Now I want to open that one up, and I want to look at the player stats.
I think she
Because
had 23, 6, 8, and 6 or something like that. I might be mixing her and Hannah up.
yeah, because Olivia Miles, she had 18, but she shot 9 of 24 from the field, and she was 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. But she had 10 rebounds and 8 assists.
Or the game before, she had like 16 rebounds and 14 assists.
But I noticed something. I don't know if you noticed this trend in a lot of close games on either side, whether it's the men's side or the women's side, that you'll get a scoring output from 1 to 3 players, and they'll be in double figures and they'll be rocking, but nobody else produces. And then you'll have a game like this that's in OT 62-59. And it's kind of crazy. It's like, what did everybody else do? You can't. We're not in the era anymore where one person, you can ride one person back to a championship. You can't do that anymore. This has got to be team ball, and you got to get something. And you look at the stats, and box scores don't tell a full story. Let me just say that. But you look at the stats, and looking at this TCU team, nobody from the bench played more than 9 minutes, and coach only went 8 deep. So it's only 3 people off the bench that played, and they got 2 points from the bench. Everything else was from starters.
Hey man, it's money time and money players.
Well, let me ask you this as a coach. When it came down to the playoffs, conference games, any tight game, did you go with a shorter bench as well? Because I noticed a lot of coaches do that. Was that your philosophy as well?
Heck yeah, you got to go with because I live in this theory, and you can take that off screen for a second.
All right, I'm coming.
No, take your time, bro. No, there's a time when you as a coach, and it's not even as a coach, because I noticed it as like when we played in different leagues. There were certain times when the team played better, and most time it was the time when you only played like the bare minimum. Like sometimes, like if it was flag football, you had to play both ways or whatever. Or while you have 8, and while you have 10 or 12, maybe you playing 8 or 9. It's just one of those types of things where I think sometimes when you play with, and I'm gonna say it this way: when you play on teams and you know everybody and you're comfortable, you get to a point where you know what you're gonna get in response. Like I know who's gonna respond to this play in this moment. I don't know what that freshman that just came in. She hasn't been in this moment and in this space. So am I gonna? I can trust her, but I might not want to trust her this time.
Hmm.
So I think that kind of comes into play.
I never thought about it like that because I always saw uh Phil Jackson do it. I didn't see Popovich do it too much, but a lot of coaches that you
Oh, that
watch
bench
that
got
are,
tight in San Antonio.
huh?
I said that bench got tight in San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, but that bench was also deep too. I mean, I remember the Nate McMillan in Portland, that deep bench that they had in Portland in the early 2000s, the Jailblazers era that everybody talks about. You know, what's crazy? They used to go deep on their bench, but what did it get them? So I get that. But coaches like George Karl, Greg Popovich, uh, Phil Jackson, they always went with shorter benches. So I always wonder, was that a thing? But
It's a
I guess
trust
it
thing.
is.
It's a trust thing.
Okay. All
All right,
right.
we can go back
Next
to the
up.
map.
Huh?
We can go back to the map.
Okay. Let's go back to it. Next up, where we at? We were at the TCU game. Oh, don't do that to me.
Yeah, we did TCU. So
So coming into yesterday's game, you had Louisville beat Alabama 68-68. Virginia upset Iowa 83-75 in overtime.
that was the worst overtime outside of the Carolina. Um, VCU. Outside of Carolina VCU, that was one of the worst overtimes I'd seen. The teams were just tired and they just didn't have much left.
Yeah, this is a double overtime. In the first overtime, they both scored 8. And the second overtime, UVA 18-10 in the second overtime. So, geez. God, they keep taking me back.
Nah, that's all right. So let's look at the matchups we have. We really did most of the catching up. So UConn plays North Carolina. I mean, everybody and their mama's probably taking UConn in that matchup. Notre Dame and Vanderbilt. That's actually going to quietly be a better game than people think because Vandy's been strong all year. Um, if they can shut down Hidalgo or limit Hidalgo, I think Vandy can win this. And then with Vandy and UConn, I think that's just UConn going to one wing of the Final Four.
Mm.
UCLA, Minnesota, Miss Betts just makes it happen. I think you get UCLA and then Duke, LSU. Gosh, that's Lawson versus Mulkey. Uh,
Mm-hmm. That's the game I want to see.
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I think I like. I think I like Duke in that, and then I like UCLA to be Duke to move on. Um,
Showtime says she taking UConn, but we all know why.
exactly. Texas and Kentucky. Texas, because I've been hot on Texas. Louisville, Michigan State is gonna quietly be another good ball game. Um, I'm gonna go Michigan State, but it doesn't matter because they're just being fed to Texas to lose. TCU, Virginia. I like TCU better than I like Virginia. South Carolina, Oklahoma, same thing like South Carolina. With South Carolina advancing, and it's crazy that South Carolina plays UConn, but it is what it is. Um, but I think UConn is just too good with Fudd and Sarah Strong. I think they outlast Raven Johnson and company. And on the bottom side, I think I like Texas over UCLA just because they're a little bit more athletic in the box. Um, and it's UConn versus Texas. I think Texas is the only team that can beat UConn, but I'm not predicting it. I think that's just how it plays out.
It's funny you say that because I said it when we were going through filling out the bracket and everything. I said, you know what? I think the only team that can beat UConn is South Carolina. And that's because South Carolina, I think it's a battle of wits. And you got, of course, if you had to make a Mount Rushmore of coaches in women's basketball, college basketball, you got Pat Summitt, you got Gino Auriemma, and I think Dawn Staley is making a case to get one of those 4 spots. And I think this is a battle of wits.
And who's
And
the fourth?
You could go Mulkey. You could go Muffet McGraw.
Come on, KG. You're a better historian than that.
I could go Vivian Stringer.
You're a better
Carolyn
historian. Better historian than this.
I got so many to choose from.
Who's the winningest coach in college basketball for the women's side? That has the most wins.
That's Gino, ain't it?
No.
Who am I missing?
Come on. I gotta look it up, but I know it's not Gino.
Because I got Pat, I got Gino.
Those are easy.
Those are easy ones. That's it's always the last 2 that's always hard because it's like, who do you put in those last 2 spots?
Okay. So as of March, Gino is the winningest, but the person I was looking for was Tara Vanderveer.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So, but now make no mistake, I'm not putting Dawn Staley on Mount Rushmore just yet. I said she's making a case to be on Mount Rushmore. She's making a case.
Okay.
But I think that's going to be the game that everybody wants to see. But I think that Notre Dame, what's that? Notre Dame, help me out. Just looking at it, and then I lost it.
Notre Dame Vanderbilt.
Yes, I think that's the game that everybody needs to watch. That's the game that everybody needs to watch, in my opinion. So,
all right, we're ready to kick on over to the other side.
Break on through to the other side. Now we got the men's side, and the Sweet 16 is set. We got you caught up with everything up until Sunday, and Sunday had some good daggone games too. Did you see the speech that that Pitino gave at halftime?
Yes, sir.
This round of 32 has been halftime speeches that make you want to tear down the door to the locker room. And this is what I talk about when it comes to coaches in this era. If you can't be coached, you don't need to play for anybody like Gino Auriemma, Dawn Staley, Pitino. You don't need to play for Ed Cooley, because these are fiery coaches. These are coaches that are not gonna coddle you and say, "Hey, come on, buddy. That's not a great shot. We got to do better." Nah, they're gonna put their foot in your back pocket and get you motivated. I love it, man. Sunday, Purdue beat Miami 79-69. Iowa State beat Kentucky 82-63. Speaking of St. John's, they beat Kansas 67-65 after having a bad first half. Tennessee upset Virginia 79-72. Iowa upset Florida 73-72. I think that's the first number one to go out.
Florida's bad habits showed up big time in this matchup. Florida's been struggling all year with getting guard play and consistent guard play. So that's kind of what killed them in the whole thing. Their guards came back to haunt them.
Bad habits. Utah State goes down to Arizona 78-66. UConn keeps rolling 73-57 over UCLA. And Alabama beats Texas Tech 90-65. And we come with the Sweet 16 on Thursday. What's your thoughts?
Now, if you in the area and you got some dough, and I ain't talking about like coins, you need dough. I I think the 500 bucks gets you seats next to Moses and Jesus. And if you want to get any closer, have fun, but that's going to be a tough one. One of the hardest tickets to get in town. And we got the games for it. Um, you got UConn with the Hurley coach against Izzo, two fiery coaches. Patino versus Shire. I'm gonna go Michigan State and I'm gonna go Duke.
Because that's what I was wondering, was you gonna go Izzo? But that St. John's Duke game is the game that I really wanted to see where you gonna go St. John's there.
I could, I might be, maybe I should, but I just in the moment right now, I don't feel it. So,
okay.
Iowa, Nebraska's gonna be a barn burner because they've played probably once or twice this year already in the Big Ten. I think I see Nebraska taking that. And then Houston, Illinois, I got Houston. And then Houston beats Iowa. And then I think Houston beats Duke to be in the one semifinal. On the other side, I think Arkansas takes out Arizona. Purdue takes out Texas. And I'm going to go with the Fighting A-Cups. I'm going to get A-Cups to get them to the Final Four. Giving you a Kimball Walker / that type of result, that type of ending. And then Michigan, Bama, I take Michigan, and then Iowa State, but I think Michigan wins that. And Michigan versus Arkansas is a barn burner, but I think I'm gonna say that the A-Cuff story ends there, and Michigan wins, and then Houston beats Michigan.
Okay. Now I got a couple of questions here. I'm gonna back it all the way up to the Sweet 16 with that Duke St. John's game. I seen some things, and I watched Duke sparingly during the season because I said, it's cool, but Duke relies too much on Cameron Boozer, and I noticed when he's on the floor, and if he doesn't have the shot, it's like they don't know what to do. They look befuddled, frazzled. Any superlative you can think of to say that they look confused, use it. They miss a lot of bunnies around the rim too. And if St. John's can capitalize off of that, and you don't have to get the lead early and kind of keep it, but you're going to have to really muscle Duke on the boards in the second half and wear them out. That's where St. John's win this game. If they play that type of bully ball, St. John's takes this. Just saying. Just a thought.
You can take the bracket down. We can just talk. We can have a conversation. I hear what you're saying. I think the place that there's a guy. Let's go ahead and give it to him. Now here's a guy that sits on the Duke team. I don't know if he's a starter or a bench guy. His last name is Sarr. He's been kind of he's kind of been their glue guy all season. Whenever they struggle, he's the guy that gets the basket that they need. He gets some points when they need the points. So I'm going to say that this guy turns to his teammates, tells them to follow me to a place. Yes, indeed. Follow me. So I think Sarr helps them get to the next round. And I think he has to be, he's the key. He's the reason that they make it to the next round. And if he doesn't play well, then your side of the story, when we talk about St. John's winning the ball game, I think that's where that comes into play.
And luckily, that's Friday night, 7:10. So that's good work right there. You can settle in for that.
Yeah, they got them set up perfectly. I think Duke is the first game you should watch with St. John's. You get a little bit of Big East versus ACC back in the day. you get powers. You got a St. John's team that's making, I think it's like their third appearance in the Final Four. I know they made one with Mullins and them. I thought they made one after that, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And then you got Duke, just a perennial power. And then you turn it over at 9:45 to Michigan State and company. I mean, it's just Michigan State and UConn. I mean, it's probably one of the best made for TV bracket. I'll say it that way. It's the best made for TV bracket. You got enough
Agreed.
blue bloods in there that everybody's gonna stick around, and you got enough storylines in there that like and history that a guy like yourself you could help initiate some people that are not initiated.
I agree. I agree. Uh, if it all works out correctly, St. John's beats Duke Friday night. Michigan State, which is the late game, beats UConn Friday night. On Sunday, you got potentially a Michigan State, St. John's, H to the Izzo versus the Godfather himself and Rick Pitino. If that's not a primetime game on Sunday, if that happens, that's got to be prime time. When I say prime time, I'm talking that's got to start at like that's got to be your 7:30, 8 o'clock start. You settling in after having dinner and you done had dessert. You geeked up for this thing. That's got to be that, because that right there, that's like two titans going at it toe to toe. I would love to see that.
I don't think they're gonna give you the Sunday times until after the games are played. Because I think they're gonna pick what they want in the big window. So I can see it playing out that way.
Matty Ice chiming in. He said Big Ten is having a crazy run so far. They are. They really are.
No, I think, what do they have? 6, 7 teams? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
It's organic. Stop it. Josh from Highly Opinionated. What's happening, brother? He said St. John's can't shoot. If Duke doesn't turn the ball over, they win. Duke turns the ball over a lot more than people realize. And again, Duke misses a lot of bunnies around the rim. Well, you can't expect to win the ball game if you're missing the easy shots.
Duke's struggle is only because you're missing your point guard.
Yes.
So that makes it harder, and you're playing the other boozer as kind of like a point forward who's trying to get you in and out of your offense, and he's just not a natural point guard. So he doesn't have that natural instinct of knowing when to get certain people to basketball. So that's why I say I like the kid Sar. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick your brain real quick. Now, as a coach, if you know that this kid's not a natural point guard, are you gonna give him to Nolan Richardson? I'm talking 40 minutes of hell. As soon as the ball's tipped, you picking him up and cover him 94 feet and forcing him into half-court traps, or just putting your best defender all over him like a cheap leisure suit. Would you do that as a coach?
No, because we're too far into the season to change our identity. We gotta be who we are. We gotta be who got us here. Now, a thing that I used to always love to do, and I was just glad that my head coaches were cool with it. We come out of timeout, you're getting something different. So we went in the timeout playing man. We're coming out 3-2. We're coming out 1-2-2, and we're only doing it for the first possession because we just gotta change your eye level. If we change your eye level, we good. Because now you thinking one thing, and now you thinking, well, maybe they're gonna come back to this. Now that changes your play call. Now I got you thinking. Because now you thinking, all right, is he going to stick in the zone? Is he coming back to going straight? Man. Just what is he going to do? Like, how is he going to do this? And that's one of the things I used to always love. I used to always love getting in a situation where I got a coach, he don't know me, I don't know him, and I'm gonna throw something at you.
Josh says Sunday times at 2 and 5:15 p.m. It's kind of
I wonder,
early, ain't it?
I wonder if they're designated. No, because the 5 are gonna get out at what's that, 7:15, 8 o'clock. You normally don't get the games in prime time. You get them in that window where everybody's kind of watching and doing stuff.
All right. So that is the Sweet 16 getting ready to roll into the Elite 8, which is this weekend. I guess we can take a break, come back. Where you want to go when we come back off this break?
I'll be glad to talk about you and your Yankees, baby.
Oh, Lord. This man put me on the spot, but I'm ready. I got my notes, so I'm ready. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. I'm a wax on, wax off about my daggone Yankees and see if anything sticks. It's just like see if the macaroni's done. I'm going to throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. This is the Tuesday Night Flight. Right now, we got a special segment. Some people say you want to ask D Mitch. Well, we asking KG. This KG wasn't in with us from baseball last night. So we're gonna ask KG, and okay, look, man, just give me your best answer. If you want to do, I don't know, because I don't think you did Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, any of that stuff. If
No,
you
I
don't
didn't do
want to
that.
do any of that, don't worry about it. If you got it, cool. If you don't have it, let's just rock. As you all know, KG. Actually, no, this segment is actually sponsored by Showtime Sarah and her love for the Yankees and Aaron Judge in particular. So this is why we're bringing this to you, just for Showtime Sarah. But when we talked yesterday, I wanted you there because I wanted the Yankee perspective. So let's see. What's the first question? Let's go with the prediction. You said Aaron Judge. I think you said something crazy like 66 home runs.
Yeah, 66. That sounds about right.
What makes you think 66?
Number one, he effortlessly hit 60 year before last. Well, actually effortlessly hit 62 year before last.
Okay.
And I think that they think he's falling off. And I heard Showtime say that Aaron Judge looks like a big toe. That made me laugh last night. I will tell you that. Scooter said Showtime is a huge Judge fan. I know she is. You gotta love him. But he has to, it's gonna have to be pretty much Aaron Judge's show. I mean, he's gonna have to get the pitching. I don't date now. Granted, lineups ain't been set yet, but he's got to hit third or fourth. And if you're smart, I hit him in the 4 hole, let him back clean up. And
that way, analytics, dog.
Huh?
I said you speaking old school baseball.
Because that's all I know. I'm not into this new stuff, and I'm like, depending on who you got, the way the line is supposed to be, your 2 fastest runners are supposed to be, your consistent and fast runners are supposed to be 1 and 2. Your power hitters are supposed to be 3 and 4. We don't do that anymore.
We don't do that no more.
Lord have mercy.
So one can be your speed guy, but most time it depends. So 1 and 2 have kind of become a spot where teams are now deploying their best hitter because they want to get that person as many at-bats as possible. So that's where the changes come in. So like you'll see a Soto, you'll see a Judge, you'll see a Freddie Freeman, guys that traditionally hit 3 or 4, now they hit 2. Yes.
What? See, that's like, when I tell you that's gibberish to me, that is like, what are you saying?
why not have your best player get the most attempts at hitting the baseball?
Well, yeah, but what if your best player is a power hitter?
Then we got
What if
power up top.
yeah, but your power hitter is supposed to hit in 3. Your 2 power hitters are supposed to hit in 3 and 4.
So now what teams do on the flip side is 2's your best hitter, period. So like sometimes you even see Shohei lead off.
What? But
So,
okay,
so they'll go. So the Dodgers go Shohei, Betts, Freeman, Will Smith as their 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason Smith hits 4 is because Smith is the guy that's going to hit it to all the fields. He's almost like what they did was they swapped out and made a trade. They traded your 2 hitter for your 4 hitter. Because now your 4 hitter is a 2 that's going to spray the ball around the yard. Your 3 is the guy protecting your 2. And then sometimes your 1 is the speed guy. Sometimes your 1 is the main guy. I know this is disgusting you as I say. This is why I wanted to do this segment.
Because now this is the way I was raised. You take, and I'm using just names, period. I'm not. You take somebody
the lineup you thinking about. The perfect lineup for you right now is let's go with this lineup. So you lead off with Kenny Lofton.
Yes.
All right. Your 2 hitters, Omar Vizquel, who can hit behind him, hit into the gaps or whatever, move him over when needed, bunt when needed. Your 3, in this case, would probably be Albert Bell. All right. Then your 4 is Jim Tomei, giving you the big power boom off the left side. So that's your 1, 2, 3, 4 that you're thinking about.
That's exactly right. But my 1, Kenny Lofton is great, but my 1 would always be Ricky Henderson. Because I know Ricky going to get on base. And if Ricky hit a single, he's going to turn that single into a triple. So, I mean, I know we're going to have something.
Did you ever hit
points on the board like that?
All right, who's the guy? Who's the guy that hit behind Ricky in spring?
Showtime. We didn't do walk-up songs yet. We haven't done it yet.
We're about to do it here in a second. We just finishing with KG talking about your favorite team. So there was a guy, I can't think of the guy's name now, and I apologize. But he was in spring training. Whoever the third baseman was got hurt. So they called him up to play third, and they were batting him second behind Ricky Henderson. So every time he go to like Ricky Henderson gets called up to a bat, he comes out of the dugout to go to the next spot. Not in the hole. God, what is it? On deck. He was going on deck, and as he go on deck, Ricky would turn a yellow number to him. He'd be like 3. Next time, the kid goes up to a bat, 2. So finally, he was like, he sat there, and I forgot who he was talking to. He was like, "Hey, every time Ricky goes to step in the box, he turns around and yells at me the number." He was like, "Oh, yeah, because that's how many pitches he needs you to take so he can steal a second base or second and third base. So that's why he yelling numbers at you. So you got to take until Ricky gets his bag." So I forgot who the player was, but it was somebody good, man.
That sounded about right.
That's what I deal with the Harold Reynolds one, where Harold Reynolds wins the stolen base title with 60 stolen bases.
And he told him straight up, Ricky had 60 by All-Star break and hung up on him.
All right. So before we get in the Ricky Henderson rabbit hole, let me see. Where's my thing? Because I had a couple other questions lined up for you. Normally I would have had these already pulled up. But I know I asked you about something. Oh, yeah, the Yankees win projection. What's your number?
The high, 101 and 61.
Okay.
The low, 92 and 70.
All right. So what I'm gonna need you to do, I'm gonna need you to take that 101. All right. Now there's a line from a movie. All right. This is a little box. I want you to take that 101, put that in the box. In that same box, you're gonna put my mama's titties and everything else. Go close that box up, throw it in the middle of the ocean. And the only person that can get that is Jacques Cousteau. All right. No, the only reason I say that, and I'm not saying that but I think the Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays, and Blue Jays, it's the most competitive division in baseball. And I just don't see anyone. I think if anything happens, because of the carnage of them fighting each other, I think they hurt themselves. But there's a chance for them because in the Central, you got the White Sox and you got a couple other teams that the Twins that I think aren't going to be as good. I think you have the Angels. So there's some places where the teams in the East can pick up some wins, but the problem is going to be the dogfight that is the East. I think that's the best the division in baseball.
It's
It's
been
the
a
most
long time
complete
since that's been the
from 1
case.
to 5. From 1 to 5, any one of those 5, if somebody said, "Hey, I think this team can win the division," I think the only team I struggle with thinking about is Tampa, and that's only because they're starting a youngster short, and their rotation, like they've already gutted their rotation out, like they sold off all the big parts, so now they got to start rebuilding the core of their rotation, in my opinion. So that's that. All right, so let's get this last one out the way, and let's get to the reason why we came. We gotta get you to the milkshake. And if you haven't been following, just say no comment. But is there a player that you've been looking forward to in the Yankees uniform this season?
He pissed me off last year.
Okay.
He pissed me off last year because he had this roller coaster. And that's Giancarlo Stanton.
Okay.
I need him to be more consistent this year.
Talking about Mike.
he I think it was the playoffs what really pissed me off. The last 2 years, it's like he can't hit the ball. And I'm like, dude, I know you can hit the ball. I know you can do this. Now, from a video game standpoint, he bats behind me in the lineup. And if I get a double, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm straight. I'm getting ready to take this around. He gonna hit this in the gap. I'm coming home. You know, you might as well go ahead and ring the bell because I'm coming around.
I got you.
I know you can do this, and that's just on a video game. But you did this 3 years ago. What's wrong?
You gotta remember he got bad elbows.
Okay, if you got bad elbows, they got things that can help you out with that. But if you still in a slump and your elbows are healthy, I'm gonna need you to go old school.
His elbows weren't healthy this year. Trust me.
So, but all right, that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, let me hit some of these comments real quick. Maddie says, "Good thing Showtime working tonight for this segment." I don't know why, because I think Sarah like Wu-Tang. If Wu-Tang love the kids, Sarah love the Yankees.
Hey, it's not. Look, embrace it. It's nothing wrong with it.
Scooter says 2026, 57 home runs, 149 RBI. Oh, 347 batting average, AL MVP.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say he can hit 66. I'm sorry, sir. He can hit 66. He's not gonna hit less than 50. They're gonna wind up testing that brother for PEDs.
KG, Aaron Judge hits less than 50 home runs, right? Please say yes. He already said no, so I'm sorry on that one. Maddie says, I think he batted third last year. That's a good spot for him. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we a lot of teams, because he did have They had Bellinger last year. So
And he's back
Bellinger was
this year
taking
as
the
well.
return. Yeah. Okay. Um, did we do walk-up songs yet? I was in and out. Nope, that's coming up next. I'm just trying to get to the comments so we can get to that. She said, of course, my favorite team. Um, that's what she said. That's what she meant. I read it. KG, you see what I'm seeing, right? He said, of course, it's my favorite team.
She loves the pinstripes.
Ricky has 81 leadoff home runs, MLB record. That's one of those records that will never, ever be touched. And maybe we
Agreed.
got to, since we're doing shows like this, there should be a show where we do the records that won't be touched. She says 0. She says absolutely nobody. I'm going to set the over under at game 15 before Stanton gets hurt. Okay. She says, I absolutely love the Yankees. You can put my name on it. Signed, sealed, delivered. That's great. I love your ambition, Sarah. I love your love for the Yankees. With that being said, we are at that moment in time, at that space. How do we want to do this? Because thank you. That's exactly what I was looking to clean up. I know I've gotten a couple submissions. Do we have any other submissions that you got that I didn't get?
Nah.
All right, so I gotta go to the Sideline Junkies. The Junkies Network. I know I pinned Sarah's list. So let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, every year it is a tradition for the Sideline Junkies to introduce you to, basically, we call it our walk-up songs. Now, your walk-up song can change throughout the course of the season, but this is your opening day walk-up song. Damn, you gonna flick me off?
No, that wasn't you. That wasn't for you. That was for that last comment. He know what it's for. That wasn't for you.
Damn.
He know what it was for. That was a subliminal message to somebody else. He know what it was for.
All right. So
nothing but love, man. Nothing but love, B. Nothing but love. He's still bitter.
Right. So let's start with Scooter. Scooter's first at bat, now batting. I think he's a Boston guy, right? No, he might be a Baltimore guy. I can't remember who he's batting for. Number 17, Scott Rivette. The song is It's a Long Way to the Top by AC/DC. His second at bat, now batting. Number 17, Scott Rivette. It's the Indiana Jones theme song by John Williams. Now batting. Number 17, Scott Rivette. Vet. Foreplay by Boston. And for his last at bat, now coming to the bat, you know him as Scooter, number 17. Scott. Rivette. Superfly by Curtis Mayfield. That's a dope. I don't know. It's a long way to the top until I hear it. I'm gonna go back and listen to these. And I got one of us, between the two of us, need to figure out like if we can do a graph and put everybody's thing and post it on Facebook. Everybody's walk-up songs.
Gotcha. And matter of fact, we've been saying we're gonna do it, and I left it open for everybody to do it. I'm gonna do it myself. All these walk-up songs from this season are gonna go onto the walk-up playlist. Because we always do it.
Yeah. And Spotify.
We do it twice a year. We do it beginning of the season, we do it All-Star break.
Yep.
So everything, and I'll share the link, man. You can get your walk-up songs and everything together.
All right. Next up. Now batting for the Cleveland Guardians. He's number 1 in your hearts, number 31 in your program. Matt. Catlin. Matty Ice. He's got Bon Jovi, Dead or Alive, in his first at bat. Now batting. Number 31. Matty Ice. The Knights of VC. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to play that or find out one. Here's the classic. For his third at bat, now coming to the bat. Number 31. Matt. Catlin. Matty Ice. He's got Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. That's the classic.
Yeah. And Maddie said his number would be 72.
Okay, let's go. Now batting, number 72. Since I was corrected. Now I don't mind corrections. He said, like Wu-Tang, this one for the kids. He's got Let It Go, Frozen, for his fourth at bat.
I love it.
All right. Next at bat. She'd probably be the Guardians too. Let's see. Maddie had 31 and 72. Trying not to think of a number that's retired. She's a single. I think Sarah's a single digit girl. Now at bat. Number 5. They call it Showtime. Sarah, coming to you. Her first at bat. The big goodbye, AJR. You might have to help me out on that one, bro.
No, I gotta go listen to it. Like these are songs that I need to go listen to.
Second at bat. Now I'm batting. Showtime, sir. What number I give it? Number 5. Number 5. Mr. Brightside, The Killers. Her third at bat. Number 5. Showtime, sir. 22 by Taylor Swift. And for the last at bat, coming to her bat, game on the line, number 5. She's playing Sports Car by Tate McRae. Anything, KG? We swimming in deep waters, brother.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to go listen to all of this. Only song that I know is 22 by Taylor Swift, because I think it came up one time, and I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, so I kind of just like, okay, and I kind of went past it. But it did have a nice melody. But I'm still upset with Taylor Swift for what she did to September.
So there's Scooter says, love it. I'm 83 with Washington. All right, that's a great number. Showtime says there may or may not be video evidence of me blurting out "Let It Go" as a kid. That'd be interesting. And then she said, "This is my generation voice." Yeah. We no complaints here, cat. Nope, nothing. Nah. So KG is now down to, I think, the two of us. How do we want to do this? Do we want to go back and forth with our bats?
Yeah, let's go back and forth.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
I gotta make sure I write yours down because I want to see what you got. I know you're gonna have something good too.
Oh,
I got explanation behind mine.
This is coming together as we speak. So let's talk about the reason we do this. So the reason we do this is because we like to have fun, first and foremost. And we think that one of the big things I've always loved about baseball is walk-up songs. I don't know if you guys ever had, what was that? I think it was MLB The Show on the PlayStation 4. You could actually upload your own songs.
Mm-hmm.
This is where this whole idea comes from. Is I uploaded a bunch of songs to my PS4. And that's how I got this whole thing going, or how I started on this obsession. Oh yeah, let's go with this. All right, I'm ready.
You want to go first?
Hold on. I mean, we gotta get the lineup card. I mean, I don't know. I think. Do you have a number you're using?
What do you mean?
I mean, because we gotta do the introduction.
Well, my number, if it's baseball, I got a number. I got a different number for every sport, but it'll be 33. Because I like to wear 3, but that's retired and pinstripes. So I double it up and wear 33.
All right, I'm letting you go first.
Okay.
Because you're the 2-hitter, you the guy. Yeah, I'll hit you over.
All right.
Now batting. First at bat of the evening. Here at Yankee Stadium. Coming to the plate. Number 33. The big guy. KG. His first song is
Go-Go Gadget Gospel by Gnarls Barkley.
This is going to be fun. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Like, that right there, that song right there, don't know what it is about it, but it always just kind of just like gets you moving. Like, that's a good out the gate starter right there. So,
okay. Now I'm batting. The man with a million names. Too many to say in one setting. Goes by the number 10. The midnight. Rider. This is one of them old stadiums where the joint echoes. It's an old stadium. First at bat. My song coming out the gates. Hardest working man in the podcast land. Gotta deal with the hardest working man in show business. Big Payback is my first walk-up song.
That is, ooh. Especially against a pitcher that you don't like. Ooh.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Yankee Stadium. For his second at bat. Number 33. The big guy, KG. And for his second at bat, he's playing
Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
You're in your bag today. I see this is what we're doing. You're just gonna be in your bag today.
Like that right there, the drum solo alone. Now, mind you, this song holds a special place in my heart. What started it? Madden 2004. I heard Chapter 4. Was like, who is this band? I gotta go find out where they at. And I went and bought Waking the Fallen. And I've been an Avenged Sevenfold fan since. This song was actually the last song that their drummer, the Rev, played live on. He turned in his sample for that song, went home that night, and he passed away in his sleep. So that was the last song that he played. But when I tell you he killed it on his drum solo, it's we got drum solos in history that are great. But that right there, and it always gets me. And it's like, yeah, it put me in that angry mode. Like I ain't gonna say I'm gonna hit a home run, but I'm gonna hit a double off the wall. I might can turn that double into a triple type thing. That's where it puts you at.
All right. Now coming to at bat. Again, the man with too many names to say all of them in this short time that we have. Number 10, the Midnight Rider. Song number 2. We going old school again. We going Isaac Hayes, Walk On By. I'm in a different mode today. This list was totally different 10 hours ago. This list was different. But I felt some kind of way today. I felt it in my soul. Felt it in my soul, KG. Felt it in my soul.
Nasty.
Yeah. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give him what they came for. All right. Third at bat. Number 33. Number one in your hearts. The big dog. KG. Third at bat.
Now I'm going a little different with this one.
I mean, I think you've been different the whole time, but okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mr. Clean by Young Gravy.
Okay. You're worse than Sarah. I got to look up your whole list. Oh, this is crazy.
That right there, man. That
by
the third at bat, I should have a single and maybe a triple. Maybe. So, I got to be Mr. Clean because I did my single, my triple was a stand-up triple. So, clean in, clean out. Yep, yeah, that's it.
For his third at bat, now coming to the at bat. He's the man with too many names to name one, but he has a lot of names. Number 10, The Midnight Rider. His third song, Otis by Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Now, Ron, I see you, but you got to wait because I got to start the at bats over. So we're going to reset after we finish our fourth at bat and come back.
I'll just do one. That's fine. I know I'm late. I'll just do my one.
No, if you got four, I
don't got four. I got one.
All right. So
like wrestling, you don't need one song.
All right. So what's your number?
Stranglehold by Ted Nugent.
Hold on, you killed the bit. That's a great song, but you killed the bit.
Oh, what was the bit?
What's your number? We'll fix it this time. Come
on. Number 69.
Okay, there we go. That's all right.
It's funny because I have a football jersey that's 69. Obviously, the obvious reason. But back in the day, there wasn't a lot of people don't wear 69, so it stuck out anyway.
You're right.
Yeah.
Now coming to it back for his
sorry.
Pinch hit. Number 69 in your hearts. The man, the myth, the legend. They call him Flying Brian. And what's your song?
Stranglehold by Ted Nugent.
There we go. See, there we go.
That's got a nice built up to it as you're walking up.
I like that. All right.
I didn't mean to crash the show. I just wanted to pop in and give my. You teased it on our show, so I wanted to come in for it.
We can stick around.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
We can do honorable mentions. For his last at bat of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you number 33. 2 for 3 on the day, 1 home run, 1 triple. The big guy, KG.
Whew, this one right here. Late Bloomer by Brett Wisconsin. It's the fourth at bat, late. Sun that went down. It's like the perfect song to go ahead and end off a good day. Yeah, so I go with Late Bloomer.
All right. And for his last at bat of the day, 1 for 3, 2 RBI, 1 sacrifice fly. Number 10, the man with too many names to say in one segment, the Midnight Rider. And my fourth song, I had to change it, but I love this song. Since KG being out there, my fourth song that I'm coming to at bat is Cold by Chris Stapleton.
That's not bad.
Let's see in the comments if I missed any songs or walk-ups. Let's see. Sarah says this is my generation, boys. Okay. You just gotta remember the songs ain't about being current. It's the best songs.
Stranglehold is definitely not my generation.
Matty Ice says, I can confirm there is a video of Sarah belting out Let It Go as a kid. Scooter, he says number 23, Don Mattingly, Lee. Matty Ice says we got to be able to get an AI of a PA and announce us all in a lineup format and do one at a time, that would be sweet.
I like
That's
that.
that's a Matty Ice / Brian Sweeney Flying Brian project, because they are the AI wizards of this thing.
Yeah, I can look into that. That would be cool to have that. Have our own little. I mean, the tag that I use for my show, I stole off. I taped off the TV off of wrestling from 1991. A guy saying "Flying Brian." So I'm sure there's an AI thing that would do that. That'd be cool.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
Or just have Leroy record them all.
That's even better.
That works.
That would be better. Oh, you gotta pick your first, whatever your number one song is. No matter what bad it is, we gotta get him to announce it. That would be dope. We put it in like a it might be too long for a TikTok, but it'd be your sideline junkies rotation or lineup,
Yeah.
and we give everybody. Yeah, I like the way you guys are thinking on this. I tell you, man, it's fun times when you got people that are just as crazy and obnoxious and thinking outside the box as you are. Fun things happen, man.
The production side of it's cool.
Huh?
The production side of it's cool. I never really dabbled in any of it, but it's fun.
Yeah. I know I got 3 songs crossed off. That I changed my mind on. You got an honorable mention or 2, KG?
Yeah, I got 2. I got 2 honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with "System" by Chester Bennington. It was on the Queen of the Dam soundtrack.
Okay.
Like that right there. Like, love Linkin Park, big Chester
Queen of the
Bennington.
Dam. I haven't heard that movie in a long time.
That's Queen of the Dam is one of those ones. That's where it's because of that movie my daughter got her name. So, but that right there, that's one. The other one, if we're in the Dome Stadium, we're anywhere in the Dome Stadium, the roof is gonna blow off if you play it. "Judas" by Fozzy.
Okay.
If you go on the wrestling route, I was thinking about that too.
I was trying to stay away from wrestling songs because we could have a whole different.
Yeah.
That could be a whole different conversation.
See, I don't even associate that with wrestling.
I know you don't, but everybody else does.
But just in general, though.
That's just a badass song, man.
But he made it part of the whole routine for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the initiator of the sing along.
Absolutely right.
That's when you first started hearing them sing along with wrestling entrances.
Yeah. The Von Erichs, was it Kevin Von Kevin Von Erich came out to Stranglehold. I just stole that from him. It all goes back to wrestling. That's what.
Right. You got all right. Since we in wrestling, you got anything else you want to shoot out there?
Oh yeah, I was gonna come out to Alex Wright's theme with the jacket and dance a little bit before I came up to bat. You remember Alex Wright from WCW?
I do remember him. I just don't remember his thing.
Oh, it was a whole gimmick. He used to dance and.
Okay, I remember that. And then you got anything else in the chamber?
No, I just wanted to crash in with Stranglehold.
Okay. So 2 songs that I normally have on this list at some point. "Whoa" by Black Rob is always on my list. This one not so much. But "Jesus Walks" by Kanye. I've been in a college dropout. I've been in a heavy college dropout. Like, yeah, dog. College Dropout has been like one of my CDs that, not even CD, because we don't play CDs anymore. But yeah, man. Hold on, what we got here? Breaking news: Teddy has passed out in the pose. We talking about the touchdown baby Jesus pose. Shout out to Teddy. I don't know if y'all saw it last week, but Teddy was at the disco as well, striking his pose and letting it happen. Also, breaking news: Hubert Davis has finally been put out of misery and fired as UNC basketball coach. So, I mean, we already knew that was coming. If you're a soccer fan, Mohamed Salah is not returning back to his club team. So that's another piece of news. Anything else you guys want to drop before we get out of here?
Nah, I got nothing. I'll save I'll save the misery of Hubert Davis for later on, because it's like you got to wait now. But who would you pick as a coach? I mean, I guess you wait until the tournament's over and then you start poaching assistants.
Nah, you're not poaching an assistant in North Carolina. You're getting an established guy. You're getting the guy that got some kilts on the wall, or pelts on the wall, whatever you call it. Kilts is what, Scotland? That's my bad. Pelts.
He said kilts.
Yeah, you need somebody with some pelts on the wall, baby. But we'll see. I don't think there's anybody that I can think of in the lineage that'd be worthy of the job. So I think you gotta go outside of the UNC family, unless I'm missing a coach somewhere.
Well, some people are saying you got to get away from that tree.
Okay.
I know that said Otani's 57 pitches in, no runs allowed, 1 walk and 1 K.
Good guy. That guy's a machine. All right, B.
All right.
Hey, KG, did you catch any of my show earlier? Or our show?
I caught the tail end. I gotta go back and watch.
Are you gonna be no, it's not that. You gonna join us for our big debate spectacular in a month?
Oh, believe me, I'm trying to. Because
okay.
look, if I got to prepare my case files now, it's on, man.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't really have an opinion. I mean, I think it's Jordan, but I never really put a lot of thought into it. But I just know it fires up so many people, and there's so many pages and stuff dedicated to LeBron versus Jordan. So obviously, I want to open it up to not just be those two, but just a little bit of traction we were getting on it when we were talking about the stuff we were talking about today. I feel like we can maybe build it up to something. So make it a whole sideline junkies thing, because the success we had with the Super Bowl show, I thought maybe we could try to bring it there. And this is a topic everybody has an opinion on. So
yeah,
whether you think it's one of those two, or like I said, my dad thinks it's Larry Bird. Josh was on the show. I know he's got multiple people he thinks it is. So I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to do.
John said something at the end of the show, and I was like, "Nah, he's."
Oh yeah, the Kevin Durant, right? Just that alone, the Kevin Durant thing alone. When you two are, so it'd be great. That's what men do. We sit around, we talk about nonsense sports, and now we can make it a show. Imagine that.
Yeah, and women think we do so much more with our free time. Little do they know. All right, guys.
You got anything else, Midnight Rap?
Actually, Scooter just dropped this in. I forgot about this. Pete Crow signs 6-year deal with the Cubbies. I think Carson Palmer re-signed 1 year with the Bengals. So that's another thing that just dropped.
Carson Palmer.
And then not Carson Palmer. Why am I thinking? You know what I'm thinking about? It's a Bengals quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Andy Dalton? Oh, Joe Flacco. Okay.
Dalton
Carson Palmer.
My bad. My mom went.
I mean, he could have. I mean, it's no different than Phillip Rivers. I just wasn't sure. Flacco, 1 year, $6 million for Flacco.
When I saw y'all faces, I was like, "Oh, I said the wrong name."
I thought it was true.
That's why I picked up my phone and started looking.
Yeah, you're the one who knows all the information. Maybe he did sign.
Hey, we gotta reset we gotta recalibrate.
You saw Tom Brady play flag football. He wanted to come back to the NFL.
Well, Odell and have already dropped hints they want to come back. DeAndre Hopkins. So
I know Hopkins has come out and said that he's not looking to be a number one anymore. Pretty much just saying, "Look, please sign me. I just want to play."
He can't be a number one. He hasn't been a number one in the last 3 years, but I mean, maybe he didn't know. He needed to know. Also, we got Jackson Smith and Jigba with his big deal. 4 years, 168. So I think that's all I got really. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Scooter gives the Delaware Blue Hens a shout out because of Joe Flacco.
How much more do you think? How much more do you think Puka's going to get? You think he'll get more or the same?
I think they're going to sign him for $42,013.
This is like
I think it's going to be just enough. I think it's just going to be enough to get him over 42, make him the highest paid, and then go from there. But
I saw reports he might be wanting 45, but I don't know.
But the problem is we should have been past. We were almost past this point. We were never supposed to get here. If Traylon Burks works out, we never get to this point. Because the trade was you traded AJ Brown to Philly. You brought in Burks because the thing was receivers had started having such good years their rookie season that they were becoming interchangeable, and you didn't have to pay receivers top dollar. But because he failed so bad, it reset the market back to now you got to pay your receivers. And nobody's going to take that chance. KG, wrap it up, baby.
Well, that's it. We'll call Thursday to be determined because we got games starting at 7:15. You got games on your phone. So we got games started. We'll be determining that and make an announcement by tomorrow. But tomorrow, you do have this gentleman sitting next to me, nothing but net with C. Perry II, around the association in 30 minutes. Tomorrow night at 7:30. So make sure you tune in for that. And if you did not see the gentleman sitting in the bottom box at 6:30 with Unapologetic Sports, you can go back and watch that on our YouTube channel and Facebook. So for the Midnight Rider, for Flying Brian, everybody in the comments, Scooter, Matty Ice, Showtime Sarah, even the boss BJ. I'll deal with him a little bit later. We are out of here.